Oh
Welcome
wow.
to another edition of In the Crates. I'm Ben Slowey, and it's been a few weeks since we were here, but I'm excited to be back and talk to a really awesome DJ here in Milwaukee who has a lot of residencies in a lot of places all over town. He's with the Bucks. He's also a DJ for Milwaukee men's basketball. I'm excited to talk to him all about what he does and why he does it. So, welcome DJ Nic Stokes to the program.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
No problem. How are you, Nick? How's your day going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I could probably use another cup of coffee. But I'm doing pretty well.
Man, I need to work on a coffee sponsorship or something. I'm always drinking coffee, man. Anytime you see me at a gig, I always got my Joe with me.
Yeah, yeah. I drink it throughout the day.
Yeah.
Always why. But well, you have several local coffee shops to choose from if
Oh yeah.
you want to make that a thing, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Um, Well, awesome, dude. So yeah, like you're within the crates to talk just a bit more about who you are as a DJ, how you identify yourself, and
Mhm.
everything you're working on. So first, we'll start with just if you care to tell me a little bit more about just how you got started as a DJ. What are your origins, kind of?
So it's funny that you asked that. So a lot of people that know me personally have known me for a long time, have known me as a radio DJ. So I got my start actually being a guest on my dad's radio show. He's on WJMR and Jammin' 98.3. He's been on there for like 20 something years since I've been like, what, 8 or 9. So I used to be a guest host on there. My name was Jammin' Nick at the time. I would do liners. I would learn about like how to, do remotes, how to do different breaks and things like that. So that's kind of how I got my start. I used to throw a lot of parties and stuff like that. So I was always interested in being a DJ. Um, I think the main influence though, the thing that I saw like in pop culture that made me say, you know what, this is my aha moment. And a lot of DJs say this, but for me, I know this to be real. I saw the movie Juice. I was at my aunt's house, and the movie Juice was on, and the DJ was spinning. There was a competition, and I saw that, and I was like, man, like I kind of like what he's doing. I like how it looks, and I like how it feels to me watching it, from the screen. And so that kind of put the bug in my ear to, kind of make that happen. So moving forward, going to college, living in different places, I got a chance to hear other DJs. Went to college in Atlanta at Morehouse College, and I saw different DJs there, and I saw what they were doing. I said, "Hey, man, like I would love to do this, but I would like to do this in my city and in other cities, and kind of take the influences from Milwaukee, take the influences from Atlanta, take the influences from Texas, North Carolina, and kind of make my own style." So that's where I'm at right now.
Very cool. Right
Yeah.
on, dude. Thanks so much for sharing. What kind of like music did you grow up listening to?
So with my dad being a radio host, I listened to a lot of R&B, a lot of hip hop, blues, jazz, all that type of stuff. But my mom, she's like a really, really, really big music head. So like she would test me on rock and all that type of stuff. I would be in the car and she'd be like, "Hey, like, what's this Nirvana song? Like, do you know the name of this song?" Like, mom, I never knew the title. This is like before like social media and everything going viral. Like, but I had to know it. You know what I mean? So.
Shazam was a thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. But that's cool that yeah, you it's cool that you got like kind of quizzed to
Yeah,
know your shit like from a young
yeah,
age. Um
yeah. But, I definitely got tested. Definitely got groomed to be in the industry that I'm in now, for sure. I'll say that.
right on. Fantastic, man. So yeah, you as we touched on earlier, you've got a lot of residencies from the looks of
Yeah.
it. You play in a lot of cool places around the city. If you'd care to share a bit about kind of where folks can find you and just what days of the week, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so a lot of residencies, and I want to say that I'm thankful for all the relationships I have with the people that work there, the people that own these places, the people that patronize these places. All the residencies are different. It's not like I'm doing the same thing every day. But to start off, Wednesdays, I'm at Mango's Cafe for Wing It Wednesday. That's a really good thing. We've been doing it for about 2 years now. Truth on Thursday, Truth Lounge. We have a rhythm and vibe Thursdays where it's like R&B, throwbacks. I'll throw some Afro beats in there, some reggaeton if the crowd permits. So I try to keep it, try to change the night, keep it pretty diverse there. Friday, I'm at Black Bar and Bites. It's a new bar in West Allis. It's a really fun time. Saturday, I'm at Belly's Bistro in Bayview, right on KK. I do the brunch there from 11 to 4. Really fun, great staff. Have a great relationship with the owners and stuff like that. So it's all good. Saturdays, I'm at Room 7, Saturday nights. We do sold out Saturdays, that's what we call it, sold out Saturdays. It's always sold out. That's right on Jefferson Street, right down the street from Elsa's, right across the street from Allure and Sophie. So it's a pretty good residency. Sundays, I kind of bounce around. I'll do Catfish Lounge, which was my actual first residency.
Oh,
Catfish Lounge was the first place to take that chance on me and say, like, hey, we want you every time we do brunch, which was at the time, I think, first and third Sundays, but now they try to do a little bit more often. But when I'm not there for brunch, I do Mango's Cafe brunch. It's an R&B brunch that I do with DJ Gemini Gilly. So one week she'll do it, the other week I'll do it. So we just alternate. It's a pretty good brunch, R&B. Sometimes we switch out the themes, but right now it's R&B.
cool.
Then Sunday nights, one last one. Sunday nights I do Pormans with DJ Gemini Gilly.
Cool.
Start at 8:30. It used to be a day party, but we switched the time.
Right on. Got a pretty stacked schedule, huh?
Yeah, definitely a stacked schedule, but I enjoy it though. Like people ask me all the time, like, "Hey, like, do you ever get tired?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do," which touches on our previous conversation about me always having coffee.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, same.
yeah, yeah,
Sure. Well, so then you got your Mondays and Tuesdays to chill a little bit, right?
yeah. Mondays and Tuesdays are my days to chill or a date night or something like that. So.
Nice. And then, of course, you were also a Bucks DJ, correct?
Yes, I DJ for the Bucks between all that residency chaos. Yep. It's a really fun gig. This is my first season. I've really enjoyed it. I've loved like being able to like play for different people and meet different people and just kind of see different reactions and things like that. And just to be affiliated with like a world class organization, like that's kind of like you kind of can't beat that. So.
Totally, totally. Uh, Very exciting time to be a part of that culture and that sphere.
It's an amazing inflection point right now because think about it. We just won the championship a couple years ago. We have the best player in the NBA right now, and if not, one of the top 10 players in the NBA also alongside him. So you can't beat that. I love this time for the Bucks being a lifelong Bucks fan. Kind of can't beat that.
All right, yeah, do that, yeah. And you do Milwaukee men's basketball as well.
Yes, yes. This year was my first season as well. Like, I love that gig. I love that gig so much because I've always wanted to play college basketball. And the school that I wanted to go to was UW Milwaukee. I actually wanted to play for Rob Jeter, UW Milwaukee. So being able to be a part of the team, but in a different capacity, was kind of like a full circle moment for me. Love spending there. It's family friendly, but I try to mix it up, try to get the cheerleaders into it, try to get the dance team into it, try to get the players into it. So it's it's not complex at all. It's just like it's an interesting dynamic. I'll say that.
Right, right on,
Yeah.
dude. Well, that's cool that you get to have that experience where it's like it's got like um a really like kind of personal and like hits close to home sort of meaning to you being
Oh, and definitely, like I've considered like other opportunities prior to that, but um, there's nothing like being from Milwaukee and seeing Milwaukee across the chest of the jersey. Like I don't know, it just hits home for me. So
Speaking of which, uh, you're wearing your new merch that
yes.
just recently, and I'd love to hear more about this new merch drop you just did.
Yeah, so it's something that's always been on my mind, and I always want to like kind of put something out. I'm really deep into fashion,
Yeah,
so I want to put something out that was like so instead of making other brands like rich by me wearing it and me promoting it, like why would I not promote myself? But also another reason why I made it as well, because there's some people that don't attend like the bar scene, the club scene, the restaurant scene, but they still support Nick. They still support New Money Stokes. So I wanted to make something that anybody could support me. You know what I mean? Like if my grandma wanted to buy something, she could. If a aunt or uncle wanted to buy something, but they won't necessarily attend, I want to make something they could support. And then to the people that do show up to the events and stuff like that, if they just want to wear just to show like, hey, like I really support you, Nick. This is your gear. I want to wear it. That's why I made it.
right on.
So they can get it at djnicstokes.com/shop too.
Awesome. Well, uh, I always love and appreciate local merch for sure.
Yep.
Where'd the new money kind of thing concept come from?
Yeah, so my older cousin Rick, I was about what, maybe like 10 years old, and he just called me that one day because Lil Wayne has Young Money, stuff like that. So Young Money was super popular at the time, and he was like, "Man, you know what? We should just call you New Money." And I just kind of ran with the name. It was my Facebook name for several years until I changed it to DJ Nic Stokes. So Instagram is still New Money underscore Stokes. So I just decided like instead of having DJ, because you know what, like I feel like anybody can get to new money. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
can get to new opportunities. You can get to like new heights, right? And I feel like it's like something that anybody can relate to versus just a DJ Nic Stokes hoodie. Like obviously, like I want to push that name, to reach new heights, but you know, just something that everybody can participate in and feel.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a very like personable impression. Yeah, that everyone can, yeah, like get behind, like you said, totally.
Yeah.
Um, how would you describe yourself as a DJ in your own words?
How would I describe myself as a DJ in my own words? I would say that my taste is very eclectic. I would say that I'm able to play for whatever's in front of me. Like it could be a prom, it could be UWM, it could be the Bucks, it could be a nightclub, right, where there's bottle service and like hookahs and stuff like that. It could be a restaurant, it could be a family reunion. Like so, I'll just pretty much say that I'm diverse in my music, and I can pretty much play for anybody, and it's been shown, it's been proven.
Yeah, I I hear you. Especially with just like kind of the yeah, like diverse environments that your residencies kind of reflect. It really sounds like you can really be put anywhere and have a good
Yeah.
time. Uh, uh, Read the room. So
I, I pride myself on that as well. So a lot of those spots that I named, they were spots that weren't. How do I want to put this? I want to say the night that I'm working on wasn't like necessarily well attended. It might have been decently attended, but my goal is when I go to a spot and DJ, like I want to impact the business positively. I want the bottom line to be 10x what it was prior to me being there. So I'll say that about myself as a DJ as well. I like to build venues, build spots, build nights, and leave them in a good place.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's solid, dude. Yeah. Right on. My last question is if you care to share a bit more about kind of like what your current goals are, what kind of you're focused on right now, as far as like moving yourself forward in your career, that kind of thing. Yeah, would love to share or hear.
So as a DJ right now in Milwaukee, I've gotten an opportunity to DJ a lot of different places. DJ'd at Summerfest last year. Mr. New York invited me and DJ Gemini Gilly to spin there. So that was my first time. That was one of my big goals. And I guess now, I mean, I would obviously love to get my own show or open up for an artist or build more partnerships like we talked about earlier with the coffee, build partnerships with different brands and push the brands. I feel like I have a lot of influence in the city and outside the city. And I think that moving in that direction could be mutually beneficial for a lot of different people.
Well, um, those are really solid and like just very um like exciting goals considering there's been such a cultural renaissance going on in Milwaukee the last few years.
Oh yeah.
It's really now to be like out on the scene, being an entertainer, being an entrepreneur,
Mhm.
um, just like building bridges culturally through Milwaukee. So it sounds like you've got it, dude. It sounds like you've got some really exciting things on the horizon, that you've got a really great foundation set for yourself. And I wish you the best of luck with you're with a great summer, a great 2024, and I'll look forward to seeing what you continue to do, Nick.
I appreciate it. One last thing though, one last goal, one last goal.
Good thing. Yeah.
I was able to see a breaking and entering show. I think it was at the Cactus Club. I think it was at the Cactus Club. I would love to do one of those. I would love to do one of those.
Uh, we'll hit up Allen.
So I'll put that on my 2024 goals for the rest of the year. And I also want to say thank you too. I've always said that I want to be part of a podcast, do an interview that's recorded to kind of like explain my story. And this is the first one, and I'm so appreciative of that.
Word. Well, hey, dude, pleasure. My pleasure as well. I yeah, it's a real great. I really appreciate you just sharing space with me to tell your story and share what you do. And yeah, it's just it's a great pleasure to get to know you and to lend the platform as well. So I'm always
Likewise.
happy. Yeah, DJ Nic Stokes, thank you so much for being on the show. We'll be tagging you on Instagram if you want to plug your handle one more time.
New money underscore Stokes. New money is together underscore Stokes. Stokes.
You heard the man. You also heard where he's at throughout the week on the residencies. Go get yourself some new money. And thank you for watching In the Crates. We'll see you next time.